This is my G203 final presentation. First, what are key skills a person needs to be an effective youth-serving professional? I would say, 1, a youth-serving professional should have the ability to promote positive relationships with students. In this, they would be able to help students work harder and put in more effort. They would be able to help students challenge themselves more, and teachers would also help the learning increase. I got this because of the quote, "Teachers need to make special efforts to show a personal interest in and interact positively with the students whom they find most difficult to teach, by going out of their way to complement positive behaviors, showing an interest in the students' lives outside school, listening to the students' perspectives on problems they are having, and collaborating with them on developing strategies to address these problems." And this is from Relationships Matter by Deborah Stipek. I would say this quote is very important because teachers will be able to have a bigger impact on students if they have positive relationships with them, and there is a lot of articles that support this, which we have learned in this course. Another way to be an effective youth-serving professional is the ability to praise students for effort rather than intelligence. This would result in students knowing they need to put in effort to learn, students challenging themselves more, and also underperformance overall would decrease. I got this from the quote, "Of those praised for their effort, 90% chose the harder set of puzzles of those praised for their intelligence. A majority chose the easier test." And this is from The Inverse Power of Praise. This was a study that showed students who were challenged to do puzzles and the ones that were praised for their effort wanted to do the harder puzzles, while the students who were praised for more intelligence did not want to do the harder puzzles. They wanted to do the easy puzzles so that they could reinforce their idea that they are smart. Another effective way to be a youth-serving professional is the ability to lead a classroom discussion well. This would result in students being more engaged with the topic of, or if you have a good hook, and students can think more deeply about topics, and overall learning would increase. So I got this from the quote, "Questioning is perhaps the single most influential teaching practice because teacher questions promote student involvement and are central to the analysis and synthesis of ideas." So questioning and guiding the discussion well as a teacher would help students to form ideas in their mind and to be able to express those to others and learn how to express those well. And this is from Leading Classroom Discussions. Finally, I think youth-serving professionals, in order to be effective, need to have the ability to resolve conflict. And this would result in strengthening of relationships, it would prevent further conflicts, and it would help create a better community and learning environment. I got this from the quote, "Interpersonal storms are natural and unavoidable aspect of life that vary in intensity from mild to severe." So this shows that conflict will arise wherever you are, and knowing how to handle it will help you be able to be a more effective teacher. And this is from Resolving Interpersonal Conflicts. So next, the job description that I found was from salary.com, and it is for an English high school teacher at Edgewood in Ellettsville, Indiana. And some of the responsibilities include plan and prepare and deliver instructional activities that facilitate active learning experiences, provide a variety of learning materials and resources for use in educational activities, identify and select different instructional resources and methods to meet students' varying needs, observe and evaluate students' performance and development, participate in department and school meetings, parent meetings, assign and grade classwork, homework, tests, and assignments, provide appropriate feedback on work, manage student behavior in the classroom by establishing and enforcing rules and procedures, and communicate necessary information regularly to students, colleagues, and parents regarding student progress and student needs. So the green highlighted is what I think I would say are my strengths. So plan, prepare, and deliver instructional activities. I think I learned all of this through our course and doing mini lessons. I think that prepared me well to get an idea of how to do it and if that is a strength of mine. And then also manage student behavior in the classroom. I got a lot through service learning. I learned a lot through that experience, and I think that has made me see that this is my strength. And then in the red would be something that I would say is my weakness: participate in department and school meetings, parent meetings. And mostly this is because the parent-teacher conference made me very nervous, and I think foreseeing conflict with a parent would be challenging for me. Next, how will I maintain the ideal conditions in my future work? I think this comes back to what we already talked about, having the ability to resolve conflict. So having the ability to resolve conflict would help strengthen relationships, it'd prevent further ones, and it would help create a better community and learning environment. And then I have this quote: gain the support of your school's leaders, be viewed as your colleagues as a person who solves problems rather than causes them. Be an active, contributing member of the school community. Share your passion with your colleagues. Be ever mindful of the potential of your students, and always have evidence and data support your suggestions. So I think a lot of conflict will arise, especially in regards to your profession and whether your profession is doing what it needs to do for students. And I think being an advocate and knowing how to address conflicts between whether it's parents or the school in general or students would be very beneficial in advocating for your profession. 3 goals to continue my development as a youth-serving professional. I would say 1, I want to stay up to date with how politics are affecting the education system. This is a long-term goal, and in order to achieve this goal, I want to check news at least once a month. 2, advocate for the profession. This is a long-term goal as well, and I want to be aware of how voting for certain politicians would affect education, talk about the profession with people I know, and participate in political events that are trying to make positive change. I would like to do both of these on a long-term span. And then 3, gain more experience with adolescents. This is a short-term goal before I reach going into the actual profession of teaching. I want to have a summer job that interacts with adolescents, such as a summer camp, and I think that would prepare me well. So this has been my presentation. Thank you for watching.